Hey guys, happy Saturday. Let's talk about how I identify setups. So, anytime you enter a trade, think of yourself as like a lawyer and you're building a case to prove a point. Whenever you're building your case, you want to gather as much concrete evidence as you can that supports your case. So, for my style of trading, I look for the following evidence, and then you can also call it acceptance criteria as well. And then I want to check off as many boxes as I can. The more check boxes or the more checks, the more evidence I have that supports my case. So, is there an ABC correction that's done? Is price breaking out of a downtrend? Is RSI breaking out of a downtrend? Did the price and RSI retest and hold successfully? How are the EMAs looking like? Did the 4-hour and daily EMAs catch up? Are they about to cross over? Is the price holding above a key pivot level on a 4-hour or daily time frame? The higher the time frame, the more weight it carries. Is the volume coming in, or is it weak? Is it strong? Are there any bullish divergences? Any notable chart patterns like an Adam and Eve, inverted head and shoulders? Are both the USD and BTC pair looking good? What's the macro time frame looking like? The 1 week, the 1 month? Are we hitting like key pivots? Are we closing above key pivots? So just for an example, let's look at the BTC 1 month time frame. All right, so this is 1 month, and then let's just break it down. So I like to read charts left to right. So here I can see that 13.8K is a monthly pivot. That's probably our last line of defense to break up. So any weekly close above here is bullish. It shows algos and traders at their strength. And then down here is our lower pivot. Pivots, anytime I say pivot, you can also think of it as a point of control. If price breaks above, then it's more upside. If price breaks below, there's more downside. Alright, you can count ABC down. Here's the volume trend break right here. So you can note this. Oops. So that's the first clue the bottom is in. Alright. Then price broke above this key pivot at 6.4K. Went up, rejected the top pivot at 13.8. Then we had our COVID crash, so ABC. And you can see the monthly wick. It shows strong demand, more buyers than sellers. So there's like a selling climax right here. And then you can see the RSI broke out, and then it marked at the bottom when it bounced. Anytime you see this is the breakout. It can come down for a retest. Anytime you see it bouncing back, that's called a retest. So now it's RSI breakout. And then while we did break below the 6.4K, what's more important is that we see like a close. So the monthly body close, we close back above. You can see the volume surge coming in. So we broke out of here, retested the broken downtrend, came up close above this key pivot. This is like an intermediate key pivot. Retested again, held, continued. Then this is the last line of defense for bears. And we went up, we closed above. All right. So anytime you close above a key pivot especially on a monthly time frame, there's like imminent chance of upside, and then you can see the volume coming in. So it's implying continuation. Let's look at another example. You can just see here, just a different way of looking at it. So higher lows, broke out of this downtrend, retested, and then kabam, went higher. Let's look at another example. Same thing, same chart, but different way of looking at it. Inverted head and shoulders, so you can use that pattern, upside. Alright, let's look at ETH macro. So this is 1 month. Like I said, I read it left to right. So here, this would be your final resistance, 1100. This can be your secondary point of control, 669, and then this is the main point of control you want to get above when we were downtrending. So this is our first point of control. And then this time, instead of like a downtrend, you can look at ETH's RSI as on a horizontal level. So you can see at 51, that's our point of control on RSI. So we came up here, rejected, we just chilled. Once we broke above here, that's when you want to get, that's your first clue to get interested. So RSI broke above 30 or 51, came up, and this is our second point of control at 60. So that's like a false breakout. See, came back down to chill. So we broke above, retested, chilled. It's a retest prior range. You can also know the volume break. And then came back up, closed above this point of control, went up. Now we're at the secondary point of control, 669. We held above it and closed on monthly level, continued up. And then our last point of control is at 1100. And we closed above it on a monthly time frame. And then we just kept skyrocketing. And then you can also note the volume. Alright, let's look at something else. Let's go over something more recently. So we can go over Zil real quick actually. So the first trigger clue to go long was a volume break, RSI break, and EMAs crossing to the upside. So this is a weekly level this time, not a monthly level. Oh shit. Alright, so read it left to right. I can see this as a point of control because once we broke below this, rejected once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. And then you can see the final time you broke above, because these are just sellers, like people just have sell orders here. So let's say you have like 1,000 sell orders, someone sells 200 here, then like 500 here, and then 100 here, 100 here. So it gets weaker every time because there's less sellers. And the more buyers are absorbing it, and then finally pushing off. It's just supply and demand. And once you broke above, slight retest, and then launch. You can look at it as like inverted head and shoulders, and then the EMAs cross over to the upside. You can note the volume break both times. And it went up. Let's look at RSI. RSI is damn near oversold down here. It's gaining strength. This is our main point of control for RSI to get above. So 50. Once we got above 50, we're straight. Retested 50, held, kept going. Let's look at something more recent now. ETH. So this was on April 21st. I said that it's possible ABC done. Price broke downtrend and retested successfully. RSI was breaking downtrend on a 4-hour level. Good volume, good hidden bullish divergence, and a possible wave 1 and 2 in place. And then you can wait for a higher time frame close to go long. So here we go, let's look at it. So first things first, you can see hidden bullish divergence, higher low in price, lower low in RSI. And then count ABC down. 1, 2. Price starting to break out of a downtrend, broke above, came back and held it like this right here. Wow, I split successfully wrong. And you can also see RSI broke out and retested, so that's a good sign. And then it broke the 618 fib, and I said I wanted to see it hold on a 4-hour close, and it did, and upside was more imminent. And then from here, you could have put a stop loss. You could have entered at 22.59, put a tighter stop at like 2200, or you can use a wider stop at 21. But I would have just raised it up here to be way safer, and then I would just target around 2500, just a prior high for a quick scalp. Let's look at how it did. Oh gosh. No, what happened? Where'd my TV chart go? So we were at this point in time, all right? We're at 23.38, so 23. We're at this point in time, and we went up as high as 2600, but like I said, I would just target a prior high, and that would have been a good trade. Let's see how. Oh, where's the long position? Well, I can't find. Oh, here you go. Can't see anything on this. Well, you get the idea. I was just targeting around here. 7% move. You can have a tight stop. But since we're here, let's just look at ETH. At we'll go over it after. There's one more example I wanted to go over. So comp, possible ABC done. Price broke downtrend resistance and retested 3 times successfully. RSI's breaking downtrend. Good volume. Hidden bullish divergence. A possible wave 1 and 2, and then price holding above 448. This to me, so anytime you see 3 long wicks like that, that's really good. Okay, but let's read it left to right. So ABC down, RSI breakout right here, right here, and retest it. That's good. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we finished a 5th, so we finished a 1. Came down for a 2. ABC down. Well, I didn't draw it in here because it's a higher time frame. And then when you see these three things, these long wicks, that means there's a bunch of buyers waiting to buy it at these levels, and they're pushing it all the way back up. So let's see what happened to comp. Yep. So retested here, and then we went as high as 662. Oh, this is not comp. Dang, where did? Here you go. So we're at around this point in time, and then we went up as high as 658. And as long as we were holding above 448, that was a key pivot to go long. And now let's go over ETH and then my current thoughts on the market. I tweeted earlier. Let's sit up here. I said I wasn't liking the price action from a wave theory. It looks like 5 completed waves, and we may have topped. So is there a clear chart? Yeah. So from here, I can count from ABC. So we start from here from 1295. Wave 1, 2. It's around a 618 exact. 1, 2. Wave 3 is usually 1618 of wave 1, but we tagged the 1.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wave 4 can't touch wave 1, and we didn't by the skin of our teeth. That was invalidation in 1942. It didn't touch it. So we knew we had one more leg left, right? We finished our 5th at 2600. And now it looks like it's kind of top because on the daily we have bearish divergence, What in the world is going on? Alright, this bearish divergence right here. Higher high in price, lower high in RSI, and then most likely a pullback happens, which it did. Dropped as much as, goodness, 20%. Let's go to a lower time frame. So you can count here A, B, C down, right? And I think I had a more detailed count somewhere. Yeah, here you go. So A, B, C down, 1. This is a flat. 1, or 1. You count this as ABC. That's a flat correction. For 2, maybe this will help you visualize it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that was our top. Now we're working our wave on our way down. And why I say we're working down is because this move looks kind of impulsive on the way down. So right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 waves down, and then this is like an ABC up. This is 3 waves, and now we're either working, or it could be like this too. It could be something like that. That would be complex structure, but we'll wait and see. And I'm expecting lower prices to like sub 2K. That would be a good area to long. So something like, yeah, somewhere around. Let me get a cleaner chart for you guys. Jesus. Somewhere around the golden zone. Anything over here is a good place to long. Who knows? Who might get it, who might not get it. Well, let's see. Invalidation for me for more upside would be let's see what it would be. I would say we need daily close above 2400. I'll flip my bias to go long. But yeah, let's see what happens. I'm expecting more downside right now. Hopefully that helped. Safe trading, y'all.